Do that. Hello everybody, we're live. Nick just said we can broadcast for up to 8 hours. I said we don't want to do that.
There's a little message that comes up that says you can broadcast for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Thinks Zahir's pushing those margins on his gaming channel.
I think you might be, yeah.
Welcome guys, how are you doing?
Yes.
Let me just rearrange my windows, bear with.
Rearrange my windows.
Okay. So yeah, welcome to our Sunday hangout. What's that noise?
I think it's a child.
Oh, it's a kid outside going whee on their bike. Anyway, yes, I'm Nick and this is my wife,
Andrea.
And we are online resellers. We buy and sell stuff online.
And then we talk about it.
We talk about it. Yeah, and every Sunday we go live and just hang out with you wonderful people. So if you're new to this, welcome. If you're regular, welcome back. There is a live side chat which you can go in and say hello, ask questions, do whatever you like.
And Lucy, as pretty much every week, is first in. So hi, Lucy. Then we've got Robin and Stace. Peter.
Peter Ray is usually one of the first in. I can't even see him there at all.
Peter Ricks tonight.
Perhaps he's out.
He's changed his name. Luke is in. LDN Bricks and Liverpool Delta, Ben Smith, Scott Brown, Ray Cunningham, Karen's in, Lee, George Ross, Stephen, Carla, Adam, Paul Johnson, Stephen Jones, the Luton reseller. So hello everybody.
Hello. Karen says, hope everyone has had a lovely day. I kept out of the sun and tidied my tap room today. Got a bit burnt yesterday. We've been doing family stuff today, and I've not been very well.
No.
Yeah, I feel
right up to this point, you've been like just a zombie, haven't you?
I'm still not good. I need to sleep. So yeah, yesterday I did go out we didn't do any boot selling today because we've been to visit family. But I went out yesterday morning, didn't pick up a lot, but I will share some of the highlights of what I picked up. Yeah. And we had quite a fun weekend though. Do you want to explain what happened?
Yeah, Friday night, and I think some of you will have seen already, we had two very special guests. We had Caroline and Phil, the Celtic traders, who came to visit us.
Yeah.
Well, we knew they were coming. It wasn't a surprise. But yeah, it was really good to see them and spend time with them. They interviewed us in here for their channel, and then we went out for a meal. And
Peter is in. Hi, Peter.
And it's just really nice, really good evening, wasn't it?
Yeah, they had a hell of a time getting here. They got caught up in traffic. There was accidents and tailbacks, and
took them twice as long to get here than it should have done.
Yeah, which had a knock-on effect because we were going to go out for a meal after doing the filming. So by the time we went out to have the meal, the place we wanted to go in was we couldn't get in there.
No, well, we thought we'd go to Wetherspoons, and we forgot that Ellen couldn't go in after 9.
But we ended up in a pizza place and had a late dinner.
Yeah, it was nice though.
We're still in there.
I tried the new Pizza Express vegan pizza, which was very nice. I definitely recommend that.
Yeah. And we could have talked all night. We found out we have an unbelievable amount of stuff in common.
Yeah.
Beyond just reselling and stuff. Yeah. So we got on like a house on fire. It was absolutely lovely. If you're watching this, I doubt they'll be home yet. Were they there?
No, I think they're traveling home tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're watching this after the fact, it was fantastic to meet you guys. Yes. And like I say, we're going to have to meet up again because we had so much to talk about. Yeah. And we didn't have enough time.
We're going to go there next time, aren't we?
Yeah. We're kind of half planning a trip to Wales at the moment for some time in the future.
Yes.
So, and there will be a vlog. We were trying to kind of vlog the day and do a kind of behind the scenes of Caroline and Phil doing their little interview and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how much we managed to film because it was quite chaotic.
No, so there should be a vlog coming out, and there will be obviously that interview that Caroline did with us over on their channel.
Yes, and they bought us gifts.
Oh
yeah. So you got that.
I got some Welsh Double Dragon ale.
Yeah. And this doesn't look very much because it's empty. But Caroline made some vegan Welsh cakes for me and Ellen, and we polished them off because they were very yummy.
Yeah, they didn't last very long at all.
They didn't, but they were really good.
I just want to read a couple of comments. Vanetta Walker, welcome, says, hello both. I've never managed to catch you live. Love your videos.
Oh, hi, Vanetta.
Hi there. How are you doing?
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, Will has keen eyesight. He spies Triang boxes. I'll
Oh.
share those in a bit. Stuart Mathers. Hi guys, you're an inspiration. I have recently started buying from car boots and selling on eBay. This weekend I sold 3 items within a couple of hours, listing them on eBay.
Brilliant.
Well done, you.
More than us.
Yeah.
Barely sold
Oh,
anything.
we'll talk about that actually. Should we talk about that now?
Yeah,
Let me
we
just
could
get
do.
to the end of the chat.
Karen says she likes my t-shirt. Thank you, Karen. Primark. I actually bought it for holiday, but I couldn't wait to wear it, so I'm wearing it today.
And I think I've worn this in a live stream before. This is I reject your reality and substitute my own, which is a quote from one of my favorite TV shows of all time, which is Mythbusters.
This is take 2 because the other one you wore out. So
well, the lettering fell off the other one. Not fell off, but it just wore off.
Yeah, it wore off.
So yeah, we bought another one. Lex is excited about people coming to Wales.
Yes. Well, yeah, we're hoping to do a bit of a road trip and maybe visit Lex as well.
She says everyone should come to Wales, but not at the same time. That would be weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Somebody was asking how Ellen's exams went, and I've lost that question. Yeah, she's thrilled they're finished. I think she's done okay. It's impossible to know at this point. She was quite confident in some, not so confident about others.
Yeah. So, as long as she passes maths, she's going to be, you know, she'll be able to get into 6th form without any issues, and she'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
But there were a couple that she personally really wanted to pass, and that was graphics and photography. And she was a bit upset about graphics because she ran out of time on the paper. So I don't know, went as well as it could be.
Karen is asking you about vegetarian stuff because her daughter stopped eating meat, so perhaps you'll have to have a chat privately about recipes.
Yeah, I suppose it really depends on what she likes, because we eat a lot of pasta and rice and all that sort of stuff.
Adam's saying about almost time for Florida, and it's the hottest week of the year over here in the States, over 100 degrees a couple of days ago. Wow. A few people have messaged me and said that we've got to be prepared for the heat.
We are sun cream and lots of water.
Melt. I know,
Mind
right?
you, we went to Turkey in 40 degrees heat.
Yeah.
We? And we coped with that.
Welsh Double Dragon sounds like a good fighting game. There was a classic fighting game called Double Dragon. I had Double Dragon on the Game Boy, on the black and white classic Game Boy. Like a little beat 'em up game. Mm. Yeah. Okay, right. Shall we get on with stuff? Shall we share stuff now? You wanted to talk about the clothing first, because a lot of
this stack of boxes, it's 2 stacks deep, the same height. That's the clothes that I've sorted out to sell. I won't go into prices or anything yet, but there is a box of women's jeans and trousers, about 55 items. I'm just going to bore you with the amount. Men's trousers and jeans, just 9 items there. 4 jumpers, 27 shirts, 26 skirts, 32 women's tops. There's some kids items as well, 20 items of kids clothes. And I've taken out the really small, the smaller sizes, which don't sell well, because I thought I could pass them on to family. Right. So they're mainly bigger sizes, and 9 jackets. That's including, that's not like winter coats, it's like blazers and light jackets.
For those that don't know what we're talking about, we were talking last week, was it on last week's Sunday show, that Andrea's having a big clear out of the backlog of clothing. A lot of this is perfectly saleable. Well, it's all perfectly saleable stuff. A lot of it's new with tags. We're just having a big clear out.
The backstory is that basically about 4 years ago, we decided we were going to just do clothing full stop. So we rented a unit, didn't we?
Yep.
And then we bought lots of stock. And then when we opened the kids' clothes shop, obviously a lot of it was adult stuff, and we just put it in the loft. So it sat in the loft for a long time. And then when we came back here to start reselling at home again, it still sat there for a while to eventually I sorted it. But you know what it's like, time passes, you've bought loads more since, and it just kept sitting there as my backlog. So I decided to just get rid of it all as a job lot. So, I mean, there's some newer tag stuff in there as well. Most of it's bog standard. But there is some newer tag stuff. There's some like Ted Baker and some good brands in there.
Yeah, so like I was saying,
So-
if you didn't see last week, we are letting this go at cost. We don't want to make money on it. We just want to clear and hand it over to somebody who is in a position where they can sell it off.
Yeah,
and make plenty of profit for
and I
themselves.
know we've
So
had lots of interest, and there's 2 people that messaged me straight after the chat last week, so I'll be giving them first refusal on it.
we would like to let it all go in one hit, though, if possible. That's our preference, because it's a lot less hassle for us. I know I've had lots of private messages. So if you're watching this, yeah, I don't know how we're going to do it. We're probably going to go in order of when people messaged and offer it.
Yeah, I think so.
Don't know.
But
there's going to be more stuff added, and once you've got a total, we will start messaging people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've just noticed that Mel's in the chat. So hi, Mel.
Hey, Mel. Is that Sparrow's End, Mel?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I can see. Yeah. Daisy Chain Treasures is in. Says hi all, long time lurker. Another lurker. And just upgraded to a shop after selling most of my stuff and family and friends. Thanks for your inspiration and help. And also, you should come to Wales.
Another Welsh person.
We've got to do it now.
We might have to have a Welsh meetup.
Wow. Wow. Oh, Adrian's in. Hi. Right. I am scrolling to the end. Sorry if we're missing any messages. Okay. Shall I share a few bits and bobs?
Yes.
I went out yesterday. We didn't go out today. I didn't pick up a whole lot yesterday.
No, we can ship the clothing, but we would have to add shipping onto it.
We can ship, yeah. It's going to be a lot, and that would be at your cost.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, somebody that could drive here and pick it up would be perfect. But we shall see.
But we can.
So, whoever it was who had eagle eyes spotted these rather lovely Triang boxes. Now, Triang is a model railway company, similar to Hornby. I don't think they're quite as good quality as Hornby. Maybe wrong. I paid £2 each, so £8 a lot on these, and they're okay. I think I'll do okay. I was trying to look them up yesterday, wasn't I?
Yeah.
And as with a lot of things on eBay, prices were all over the place. This one, for example, somebody had got £15 for it. Somebody else had managed to get about £2.50 on bids. So buy it now, as I think on most things is the way to go. Because it's boxed, I'm probably going to aim for the top end of that. So somewhere between, it's not in as good condition as that one we saw. The lettering has rubbed off, but somewhere between 10 and 15, hopefully, on that one. The others aren't quite as interesting or sought after. But we'll see. I may bundle these other ones up or do all 4 as a bundle.
I just want to say hello to Brandon Campbell, who says that it's the first time he's made it to the live stream. So hi, and thank you for joining us.
Hi there, welcome. This one is quite cool, actually. It's a refrigeration lorry, but it looks like, see all that glue residue? Looks like somebody's super glued the top back on. And it's got glue residue all over here. So we shall see. I don't know. I may, looking at it now, just bundle the 4 together. But they're quite...
Quillin's in. He's sent us a super chat. Thank you, Quillin. Hi. Said, Nick, did you sell that high and die alternator?
High and die. No, I listed it. We were going to talk about sales quickly. Thanks for reminding me, Quilling. We had probably our worst week on eBay since last Sunday. Last Sunday, we had a pretty good day. We did the best part of £400
yeah, we had a
on Sunday.
Day.
And then off a cliff. And we've averaged about 30-40 quid a day throughout the week. So it's been dismal, absolutely dismal.
Rubbish.
Amazon's actually done okay, but eBay has been terrible. But as Quillen said, I was going through, because I didn't have much else to do in the way of packaging or whatever, I was going through the car parts, and I listed just shy of £2,000 worth of car parts in 2 days, which included the alternator that Quillen mentioned there, which I stuck on for, I think, 150, might have even been 200. There was like a brand new starter motor that went on at 150, and loads of just really random parts that all seemed to have really good value. Haven't sold any of it yet. It's all going to be slow sellers, but yeah. So listed lots, didn't sell a lot. So anyway, so that was quite a nice pickup. I really couldn't tell you what I'm going to get back on these, but we shall see. There's something really nice about vintage toys that are boxed, though. have a lovely feel to them.
Oh, Quillian says, I think the markdown manager is hurting us.
Markdown manager. That's when you can set up a sale, isn't it? I've never used that. So here uses that a lot.
I used it a long time ago, but we do everything on 10 days. So
I'm doing a lot of the car parts on GTC if I've got quantities.
Can you use Markdown Manager if you use it on 30 day? You do 30 day.
No, I don't think so. I think it's good till cancelled only. Because something has to stay on at a certain price for, I think it's that 30-day period in order for you to legally say it's on sale. Right, next, pickup. I found somebody who had a little collection of Magic the Gathering. Now, I have just, well, I say just, a week or so back, finished listing a massive collection. And I bought some more. This is quite nice. It's fairly up-to-date stuff. And I had a good rummage through. All of the rares are in there. This is somebody's collection that they haven't gone through and pulled out the good stuff. I paid £8 for the whole collection. There's a couple of cards in here that will pay for the lot just on their own. A couple of nice promo ones that are still sealed. A load of foils in here which are really rather nice. You might be able to see them shining. And a good sort of 20 or 30 rares. So it's not amazing, but I will do okay out of it. So that was those. So that's Ixalan. This is Dominaria. This will mean very little to very few people unless Vinny's watching. Anyway, so yeah, that was that. And then another stall. This was quite a nice pickup, actually. There's still a really good market for these, and it baffles me as to why, to be honest. This is a Dictation machine, a little cassette. This is a Sony one, which is obviously a good brand. Philips are a good brand as well. And Grundig go really well. So you record yourself speaking or you record somebody else speaking, which you can do on most smartphones now anyway. So why these hold their value, I don't really know. It's
that retro thing, isn't it?
Maybe.
And wasn't there was a keyword on one that you looked up?
Was there?
Can't remember what it was now.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm sure that, didn't you look up a sold on that?
I looked up lots of solds.
Yeah. And there was a particular keyword, which I think is why people pick that up. And now I can't remember what it is. I'll have to think.
Are you not talking about that? There's something in the chat somebody shared where there's one of these that can talk to ghosts, pick up the spirit world. Yeah, that was somebody else. It wasn't me you were talking to. Okay. There is one of these. I think it was in the chat. There was a post that apparently can pick up the spirit world, and they go for silly money, like hundreds and hundreds of pounds.
Kind of.
I don't know. I think it's a load of hokum, but there you go. That's only my opinion. Anyway, I paid for this, a bag of the little mini cassettes and a bunch of Mac software, which I'll show you in a minute. I paid £7 for the lot. This, I haven't checked it out on Amazon, but I would imagine there'll be a listing on Amazon, so I may send it in. On eBay, it's between 20 to 30. And then I haven't really had a good look at these, but I did see. Are you keeping up in the chat?
I'm kind of reading it. Yeah, how's it going?
There's all sorts in here. We've got iMovie 2.
Yeah, it's called EVP, can't it?
All sorts of stuff. I know my money is safe. There we are. There's operating system 10, all 3 discs. That's about £15, I think, off from memory.
Dave says, "Are the spirits posting in the chat?"
And all sorts of other stuff in here. PowerBook. There's OS 9 in here as well. So yeah, plenty of money in these, I would imagine. So yeah, happy with that. It was slim pickings, guys. I did film while I was out.
I was just thinking that, Graham. He says many of us are on the spirits.
Yeah, I was going to say I did film while I was out and about. I don't know if I'll have enough footage to make a video. I'll try and get something out. But I don't know. I think a lot of people found that this weekend. There weren't that many sellers, and those that were there didn't have a lot of gear. So I was struggling.
Ian, I think it's Ian AD, says, "I would like to get into eBay, but have no idea where to start. Do you have a step-by-step guide for a noob like myself?" No, not really. It's
not just a step-by-step guide as such. I would say don't fear it. Just jump in and have a go. The easiest way with eBay to learn is to just jump in with both feet
Yeah.
and grab a few bits from around your house and just start selling. And you'll soon find out. And the thing is, once you start selling on eBay, you will find out the questions that you need answers to, and then you can come on over to the Tat Chat Facebook group and ask all the noob questions you have, because somebody over there, if it's not us, somebody else will answer them for you. So I would say just jump in and have a go, to be honest.
Yeah, it's learning as you go, learning on the job kind of thing, isn't it?
Is that a huge pile of pizza boxes behind you, Nick? Says Kristen Hancock. Oh, those. No, this. Oh, hold on. I'll show you. Oh, that's the Harry Potter. This is a shipment that's going into Amazon. This is the Harry Potter that one of our viewers kindly sent me the bits to complete it. Wasn't it Phil? Was it Phil?
Don't ask.
I'm
not good with names. I try.
I did thank him last week. These were, I didn't buy masses from Toys R Us. I kind of only bought one mini full. But I picked up all they had left of these Thomas little die-cast figure sets. I think I paid $7.50 a box. I sent a bunch up to Amazon and they sold out at around £22-23. The price has jumped up a bit since. So I've got 14 left and they're all going in. I think it's selling at about 27 now. So I'm just going to clear them all. I did predict that I was just going to wait till Christmas on these. But no need. They're selling now at good margins. So. Yeah. And the coin makers, I think we've got 2 left. If you remember, we filled up our hallway with golden coin makers. These things here. Don't know if you can see. And I was going to wait till Christmas on those, but I sent those in, and we've virtually cleared them all. I don't know who's buying, like, you know, the little coins you get at Christmas, little gold chocolate coins. Who's buying them at like June? But we've been selling loads.
These they sell for birthdays and that kind of thing.
I suppose so. The ones I've got left have damaged boxes, so I'm sending them in as used, but I'm going to describe them as new with a damaged box just to clear the last few.
Yeah, Dave thinks that your T-shirt is appropriate. It's what you live by, isn't it? Really, basically.
That's what I live by.
Yeah, rejecting reality and substituting
I used to have a bit of a chip on my shoulder, and I would, if somebody told me how to do something, I would go out of my way to do it differently. It's not really that, but
it still does.
Well, I question everything.
There's no point in me ever sort of suggesting that you might like to do something, because I know you just won't do it.
That's not true.
It is. I'm scrolling down in the chat.
Okay, shall I share more stuff?
If you like.
I don't have a whole lot to share, so I might as well. A little bit of software, nothing exciting, but I'll share it anyway. Original Xbox Harry Potter. It's not worth a great deal. £6 or £7 maybe I'll get out of that. It's in lovely condition, thankfully. It's got all its inserts, manual. Disc is pretty good condition. 360. I paid £3 for these 4. 360. We've got Saints Row 2, Saints Row 3, which bundles up quite well. I may pick up a cheap Saints Row 4, and then you're looking sort of £15 for the 4, like that, 10 to 12 quid. And again, they're in lovely condition. Oh, staple, hit and run. I'd love to know how many of these we've sold over the years. Do you remember when we had the shop? We would sell this virtually every day. We used to have piles of it. It's such a good game, always sells. And it's kind of slowly creeping up in value as people are going back to it. It's kind of a retro classic already. More Geomag. Another little Geomag. I think this is a glow-in-the-dark one. Yeah, glow-in-the-dark. We got rid of the last bundle of Geomag we had, didn't we, last week? One of the few sales we had. No, was that last week? Might have been the week before. Geomag, yeah, it was. I shared it in a sales roundup. You're looking at me blank. But anyway, more Geomag. I can't remember what I paid for that. Sims 3. Oh, Andrew didn't come out with me, but we still bought Wicker. What I did.
Boy, did good. See if you can guess what it is. What do you reckon that is? Answers in the chat.
They'll know what that is or what's it used for with its funky little hole. No rude answers, please. Krillin has super chatted again. Thank you very much. He says, when is Disney, hotter here now than Orlando? 35. Bloody hell. Disney for us is the 11th of July. That day we fly out?
Yeah, and people are getting it right. Wine holder.
Yes.
Pourer.
It's a wine holder, and it had this cool little thing in. Now, I remember these in the 70s. Pubs used to have them. This is the artichoke in, what does that say? I can't read it with my wrong glasses on. Elstree.
Yeah.
The artichoke pub in Elstree.
So maybe this came from the artichoke pub.
Maybe. And weren't these like stuck in the top of sandwiches or like in cocktails or something? I bet there's collectors of these things.
What is it you said? But hang on, if you put the wine in it, it will all pour out the bottom.
I was joking.
Oh, no, you were.
Yeah.
That's pretty funky.
It needs a bit of a dust. It's really...
So it sat on a shelf for a while.
Yeah. It had a load of junk in it on a stool. And I went up and I said, can I just have the thing? And we tipped all the junk out. But that stayed in, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've no idea if it has any value whatsoever, but it is. You can tell it's vintage. You can tell it's a little bit aged, a bit like us. Yeah. So there you go. So you
Dusty and aged.
Even while you're snoozing in bed, you're getting your
thank
wicker.
you for that.
Little bit of sealed media does well at Amazon. I grew up in the 80s. Not much else really. Oh, I got a little bundle of CDs. I like my obscure CDs. It's kind of the only way to go with CD now. We used to sell thousands of CDs on eBay when you could sell just about anything. But now most CDs have naffle value. This is as obscure as you can get. This guy is Phil Kelsall. Now he plays the Wurlitzer. He plays like Blackpool Tower and all that stuff. But when you've got a collection of 10 of his albums, I'm going to shoot for about 20 quid on this, and I think I'll get it fairly easily.
Didn't the guy say to you that he wouldn't be very happy if you saw them on eBay?
Yeah, I was buying these, and the guy randomly out of the blue said, I don't want to see those on eBay tonight. I'm like, okay. I'm thinking, well, I won't list them tonight, so it's fine. But yeah, what a weird thing to say. Look how cheesy this guy is, though. He looks like Alan Titchmarsh.
It does,
doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some style.
Well, Pivotal Prophet thinks that the top that I'm wearing is the best thing I've ever worn.
Fair enough.
It's quite striking. I said we're very monochrome tonight, aren't we?
We are indeed, yeah.
I'm not sure if it was Dave earlier that was saying, what should I have on my T-shirt and reply to yours?
He's a lady magnet, this guy. Look at him. So anyway, that was a little bundle. A couple of quid for the lot. I'm going to shoot high on it because who else has got a bundle of Phil Kelsall? Not many.
No.
Nerf, you know me. I can't go to boot sale without buying Nerf. And these guns are great. This has like an automatic action. You can double fire. Oh, it didn't work.
I just have to say, because it's gone past twice now, but Peter earlier was asking if you've seen his post in the chat about his question on where what's the nearest we've ever sold something to in geographical terms, and did we ever deliver it by hand?
Oh yeah, the nearest was I sold a bunch of Lego minifigures to a woman who lives Chiltern Road, and I dropped them off to her door. Oh, there was something else actually. Over near Pine Hill Hospital, I delivered to the door. So yeah, about half a mile away.
Did they pay postage?
No. No, I think I messaged them and just said I'll drop it. I can't remember how it worked out, but yeah, a couple that have sold within Hitchin, and I've just delivered them. So yeah.
Maria says her teenage daughter has the same T-shirt. Oh dear.
What, this one or that one?
This one, I'm taking it.
You never know.
Never know, but
who buys Poxy Phil Kelsall? I don't know, Graham. I'm hoping somebody.
Yeah.
Do you still own a CD cleaner? Yeah, it's up here.
Oh.
There it is. That I'm pointing at the screen now.
I know.
I'm pointing at the screen. That's not helping. That thing above the scissors.
All people can see is your finger.
Yeah, this was quite nice. One of the large size double Nerf magazines, almost full with bullets, and an almost full pack of Nerf bullets as well.
Zip says that Phil Kelsall sells his own CDs on his website, $6.99 each.
Good for him. I bet even he hasn't got a bundle like this, eh? Well, if they're $6.99 each on there, a bundle of 10 for 20 quid is a bargain. It's a steal. People will be falling over themselves to buy my Phil Kelsall CDs. Mark my words. So yeah, Nerf, that was £1, and I think these were £1 each. So that was good. And then afterwards, after the boot sale, while Andrea was still in bed, I went to...
the dog's in here. I didn't even know he was in here.
Oh, well, I picked up a skateboard. Believe it or not, this is for me. Watch the look of fear appear on Andrew's face.
There's a look of fear on Monty's face when he was skateboarding in the garden yesterday.
I used to skate late 80s. This isn't a great board by any means, by the way. It's quite small.
Lex says, I'm Phil Kelsall.
Really? You've changed. I'm not so sure about that, Lex. What happened? So yeah, and my brother-in-law, my youngest sister's husband, he's into surfing, and he's quite a bit younger than me, to be fair. But he's a real surfer dude, and he picked himself up a skateboard. And next time we go down there, I say, well, we're gonna have to go out on your board. There's a skate park near them. So I picked up a board. It didn't have any grip tape on it. It was really odd. It was all set up with the trucks and everything on it, and they'd not grip taped it. And I said to the kid who was selling it, I said, why did you not grip tape it, this stuff? And he said, well, it was my brother's. He didn't get on very well with it. And I'm thinking, yeah, that's because you didn't put any grip tape on it. You wouldn't have been able to. Anyway, so I went straight. I paid £2 for the board, went straight over to Letchworth where there's a skate shop, and had it grip tape put on. All of this wear is me yesterday skating around trying to remember how to ollie. So yeah, that's just a bit of fun for me.
So if next week you come on with broken arm, you better not break anything before we go on holiday, I'm telling you.
I won't break my arm. Honest. So while I was in Letchworth, I popped into one of our little favourite charity shops, the one you really like, near where we used to live. And did okay. What was the other thing I got in there? There was something else. Oh, the Sims. That Sims I showed you came from in there.
Karen says, big kid, Nick. Yes.
And a Risk. This is, I think it's 60s. I was trying to look for the date while I was in the shop and couldn't find it. Is there a date there?
I can't see one.
When I was trying to look up the value of it, and people were saying 60s, so I'm going along with that.
And Quillen says, Nick, my first skateboard was a Mike Valelli, is that how you pronounce it? From World Industries.
Very cool. That's going back a long time.
Lex says, I won't break my arm. Famous last words.
Might break my leg, you know. My first board was a Vision board in 87, maybe, I want to say. Right.
Pixie Dust Gaming says, are we having problems with views on eBay? Yes, we are. Same as lots of people have been talking about it. And same as you, there are watchers, but it says there are no views. So it's really odd. Yeah,
eBay are failing in providing their level of service they should.
Just to have a little rant about eBay, I'm not liking their new returns area.
The returns area?
Yes. Or their customer service area, because you can't. I just went round and round in circles trying to work out how to message them, to ask them a question, or to ring them, and there was no way of doing it. I'm not liking it. It's like they're stopping us as best they can from actually contacting them.
That's not good.
No.
eBay, in my opinion, eBay have quite a good record on customer service. They've sorted out many problems for us really well, particularly when you phone up. And if they're making it hard for you to phone up, they're taking a huge step backwards. I hope they get that sorted.
Well, I had an issue. I sold a kimono and the lady wanted to return it because it didn't fit. That's fine, lovely. But she returned it on the day that I'd literally just transferred all her PayPal money out. So there was nothing in PayPal. So when I did the refund for her, it's gone through as an e-check and it's still pending. And then, yeah, so now she's opened a case saying you haven't given me a refund. It's just it's pending. So of course it then goes immediately to eBay review because she's asked eBay to step in. And I just wanted to be able to phone eBay and say, look, it's pending because it's gone through as an e-check. But I wasn't able to do that at all. It just kept saying, would you want to report this buyer? Or do you want to do this? Or no, I just want to talk to someone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that's an ongoing thing. I'm hoping they're going to improve that. There's lots of talk about skateboards. Apparently, rules dictate, this is Michelle, rules dictate that dads who skateboard must wear a helmet. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Live chat Ollie edition. I was attempting to Ollie. I used to be able to like Ollie over cardboard boxes and all that, you know, all sorts of stuff. But I could barely get that like 3 inches off the ground. But it's a bit of a cheapo board anyway. Nick, have you ever surfed in the sea? No, I don't do very well with cold. There's nothing of me, and I get cold super quick. So being in the sea full stop, unless there's somewhere like Turkey, is not. It's not. No, it's not really for me.
No.
So surfing has never appealed. The Liverpool Delta. I love 80s skateboards. Same here. I sold my Santa Cruz Klaus Grabke melting clocks. Oh, that's a classic.
Oh, David
last
Moore
year
says 1963 for the wrist.
Yes, I was going to get onto that. 1963 for the wrist, so that's good. Yeah, sold my Santa Cruz last year for £450. It cost me £40 in 1989.
Wow. I
was chatting to the guy in the skate shop I went to get the grip tape on that. And it's the same shop. They've moved to a big, like almost warehouse shop now. And they used to have a tiny little shop in Hitchin where we live here. And I said to him, this is the same business, isn't it? That used to be in Hitchin. And he said, yes. And I said, the last time I was in one of your premises was in 1989. And I think I was buying like slime balls, wheels or something random like that. And I asked him how business was. And he said, they're selling more, but margins have been squeezed to the point where there's hardly anything left because of online. And he's battling against online. He's in bricks and mortar store. And he was saying, like, grip tape, for example, cost me £5 to grip tape that board. He said that's probably the same in 1989. So prices haven't risen and costs haven't risen. So margins have just been squeezed and they're struggling, really struggling. So, yeah. Anyway, sorry, I'm going off tangent here. The Risk board game is very apt for your skateboarding adventures. Why does everyone...
I said exactly that. When it was sat on our living room floor, there was a skateboard next to the Risk game. And I said, that's very apt.
Karen says, my dad made me my first skateboard out of wood and mini wheels from I don't know what. The first skateboards were made out of roller skates, just stuck on planks, essentially. I shattered my rib cage using my pogo stick whilst drunk.
I read that.
Oh, my God.
Sounds very painful.
Somebody was asking if we were going to try and meet up with anyone in America. We haven't planned anything.
No.
So, don't know.
No.
We're not going to have a great deal of time out from parks, and we want to do a little road trip as well, don't we? So no plans. We do want to go thrifting, though.
Yeah, I really do. Ellen does as well.
We're planning to drive out from Orlando to Clearwater, where we've been before. I want to kind of retrace my steps and go back to the motel and stuff that we stayed in. And apparently in Clearwater, there's some good thrift stores. We've been tipped off. So we're going to go and do that. We'll try and like live stream it on YouTube or something.
I think the exchange rate should be quite good because I've been watching like American thrifters coming over to Europe and the UK and complaining about how our prices are so high.
All right.
Because of the exchange rate.
Well, Tom's in. Hey, Tom. I was before we went live. I was trying to catch up on your little haul. Tom found loads of gaming gear today. Right. Oh, Celtic Traders are in.
Hi guys.
You may have missed the beginning, Caroline and Phil. We were talking all about us meeting up with you guys, and we showed our little presents. Well, not that there's any Welsh cakes left.
I've finished mine. Well, Ellen obviously helped, but we devoured
well.
them.
They were lovely.
They were yummy, really yummy.
And apparently Stu says Nick needs to do a skateboarding vid. 2 cameras will be required, 1 in the skate park and 1 in A&E. Why does everybody think I'm going to hurt myself? Peter Ray, there are 2 skate shops in Kingston upon Thames. They do great boards, etc. Yeah, there's only one around here that I'm aware of, which has been going since the 80s. Like I was saying, it's the same one I used to use back in the day.
Steve and Steph are in as well. Hi, guys.
Hey, guys. How you doing? We need some more thumbs up here, people. Look how cute they are. Oh,
how cute.
I would love to go thrifting with you when you're in America, says Joni. Well, we're not exactly sure when we are doing things other than parks and quite where we're going to be thrifting, apart from in the Clearwater area. But we can update Facebook. We will update the chat group. So if we can pin it down to a particular time and a particular place, if anyone's in the area, who knows? Maybe. Oh, loads of skaters coming out of the woodwork here. Hugh Kelvin Morgan. I had a skateboard back in the early 80s. It was a massive yellow and white longboard from the States. This was when in the UK, everyone around me had very small UK boards that were hard to turn. Wow. That's so cool. Yeah, the same brother-in-law, Aaron, that I mentioned before, he's got a longboard. When we last went camping, he took his longboard and we were trying to sort of cruise around the campsite on it, weren't we? Went down a quarter pipe. This is Pixie Dust Gaming. Went down a quarter on my skateboard. The skateboard went from under me and I fell flat on my face. Luckily, I never chipped my teeth or broke my nose. I never did ramp skating because it scared the bejesus out of me. I was just on flat most of the time, or little bowls and stuff. Yeah. Oh, Caroline or Phil, one or the other, says, glad you enjoyed them. They were homemade, weren't they? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I've caught up in the chat. That's a miracle. How are we doing? Course 2. Excellent. Andrea, do you think... Oh, no. Do you think you can find Nick a wicker skateboard?
Probably not.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I'm going to get on this board because it is a really small... I think it's more a kid's board size.
Brilliant says, take a day trip to New York. It's only a 20-hour drive.
Only a 20-hour drive, Quillen. Yeah. I really can't see that happening.
We would like to do another road trip at some point.
I think it's almost a certainty that at some point in the future we will do another US road trip. I say another because the year before we had Ellen, we drove from Florida to California and we did all sorts. And you want to go to New York anyway, don't you?
Yeah.
One day, Krillin, and we shall meet and I'll shake your hand.
Yeah, I really wasn't into skateboarding in the 80s, but roller skating I was. I loved my roller skates.
With your leggings on? No, what
leg warmers.
Leg warmers, that's what I mean. Little Dayglow leg warmers and little wristbands.
Yeah, all that.
I used to have Dayglow socks. Did anyone have the Dayglow luminous socks? And then the trendy people used to wear like one orange and one green.
Were you trendy?
Oh, I was so trendy. Yeah, of course.
Celtic Traders, I'm assuming it's Caroline, says, I just checked Google and they do make wicker skateboards.
What?
Blimey. Maybe we'll find, but you'd only want to sell it. You wouldn't want to keep it.
I was just reading. Oh, Pixie Dust Gaming saying, I'd never done it before, talking about dropping in on a quarter pipe. But my cousin persuaded me, so I did, and that's what happened. Yeah, I never. Well, you had more nerve than me then, because I never even went that far.
Yes, it is Caroline.
Ah, somebody shared with me. It might be Stevie. I can't remember about Panini World Cup stickers. Sets are selling for ridiculous amounts on eBay. Somebody, I can't remember who it was now, shared a listing with me on Facebook. And yeah, I was meant to mention it in this chat. Okay. Did we have anything else we were going to share, or there's a couple more bits I found. I found two more Monster High dolls. These are in a bit of a state.
They've been eaten by other monsters.
This one's missing a hand, and then it's a little bit double jointed. Hang on, let me sort her out. There you go. Not sort her out, like sort her out.
I don't know. What do you get up to at night with all these
so there's one
monsters?
there, and then this one has lost its arm at the elbow.
Yeah, poor thing.
But I paid 50 pence for the pair, and bundles of these in whatever condition seem to sell, so they will go towards an ever-growing bundle that we have.
Barry's saying that dealy boppers were a big thing. Yeah, I
yeah.
loved my dealy boppers, especially the sparkly ones.
That reminds me of very early 80s, going on holiday with the family, and at that point I had two younger sisters. No, two sisters, one younger, one elder, and they used to all get little dealy boppers with little like glittery hearts on and stuff, and little stars.
Yeah, oh, I loved my dealy boppers.
This must have been, I don't know, 82, 83, that sort of time.
Mid-80s, I would think.
Yeah.
Sort of, but
and I'd have my Batman t-shirt
80s.
on with piping around the edges.
Yeah.
I had a Batman.
Karen says fishnet tights, body warmers, rah-rah skirts, back-combed hair. Yeah. Yeah, my mum didn't want me to dress as Madonna, so I used to go around to my friend's house and dress up as Madonna.
You were a huge Madonna
with our
fan.
teabag t-shirts and rah-rah skirts and all of that business. Yeah.
I used to go around in camouflage. I used to go out in a camouflage jacket, camouflage trousers, and welly boots. That was me sorted. That was my 80s look, really.
Yeah.
Then I'd hide in the bushes.
My mum also told me that I wasn't allowed to go roller skating on the pathways or near the roads, and then I got caught out one day when I was sleeping over with a friend, and we were roller skating up and down the road near where I lived, and I got caught. Yes, good fun.
Okay, we should all have an 80s night live on air. That sounds fine by me.
Is anyone else going to rewind, by the way?
I am.
Me too.
Hey, high five.
High five. Yeah, and Ellen's going to Berlin while we're rewind.
Yeah, Ellen is off to Berlin with a friend and the friend's mum. It's not just two 16-year-olds going to Berlin. Yeah, lucky thing. She's there for five nights. Yeah.
I'm kind of jealous. I want to go. I've never been to Berlin.
We get 5 nights child free.
Well, yeah, there is that, but I've not visited Berlin. Been to the train station there, but that's it.
That's more than me.
On my way to somewhere else.
Was your camouflage look inspired by the song Camouflage?
Oh, George Ross.
I don't remember that being the inspiration, but it may have been.
George Ross also asks, are you going to be competing with the England game? Excuse me. No, you should be finished by then. You're 6 to 7, aren't you, on the track?
Oh, Tuesday.
And kickoff is 7. So
is that right? Is it 7?
Yeah.
Is that when it starts, guys? Because if that's the case, then
7.
We'll only be live during the preamble waffle. We could move it forward a bit because a lot of people do like to go to the pub beforehand and have a pint.
I don't know. You'd have to talk to Steve about that.
Yeah, it's good, but I hadn't actually thought about that. Obviously, big game on Tuesday for England. Yeah, I may bring it forward. Yeah, good point. Thanks, George.
Karen's going to a tribute act rock festival. Sounds good. What's a tribute act? I'm curious now.
What's everyone's favourite band ever? Asks Peter. Well, most people probably know mine. Global Hypercolor, Claire has said. Is that when you had T-shirts and they used to change colour?
Oh, I loved those.
I had a purple sweatshirt and it used to go like light purple.
Yeah, I liked that.
But then it just looked like, you know, you were all hot and sweaty because you'd have just patches.
And then you'd have big patches under your arms.
Yeah, it was a weird trend. But yeah, I remember those.
Yeah. Yeah, and reversible jumpers. Now, I saw one of those at the Jumble Trail and I've thought about picking it up, but it wasn't in great condition. and it was a Mickey Mouse one as well. I had a few reversible jumpers, like reversible sweatshirts.
What, had a different pattern on the other side?
So it was a sweatshirt that you could turn in inside out. So it had like same, like had a pattern like this, and then you'd turn it the other way around, and it just had one Mickey Mouse on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
People's favourite bands are coming in.
Oh.
This will be interesting. Joni Kramer, Lynyrd Skynyrd, Stace Punter, Stereophonics, Reselling Polly, Pink Floyd. There's loads from Pixie Dust there. Simple Plan, My Chemical Romance, Blink 182. That must be Steph then. George Michael, Wham for Steph. And Steve loves The Clash. Oh, brilliant. Yep. Prodigy. Oh, I love the Prodigy. Van Halen. Tie-dye? Oh, I'm thinking bands. Is tie-dye going back to 80s fashion?
T-shirts, yeah.
The first ever band I loved was Sum 41, George Ross. They had some great tunes. Oh, hang on, it's jumped. AC/DC.
Oh, GNR.
Foo Fighters, Fall Out Boy. Our daughter loves Fall Out Boy.
Did you read Lex's?
I haven't got that far yet.
Pre-1995, Manic Street Preachers or Portishead or the Pixies or Nine Inch Nails or Scissor Sisters.
Isn't it so hard to pick one? I mean, I have to kind of go with Depeche Mode, but my taste varies across all sorts of stuff. Manics I was into right from the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. And Portishead, their first album, I still listen to a lot. Yep, good stuff. Did I miss some out there? Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Queen, great shout. I have a reversible skirt on eBay, says Karen. Blue October, best band ever, says DM. Cool. Duran, Wham, James. Going to see them at the end of the month. I saw James in '91 on the when they toured Gold Mother, and that was at Brixton where we were the other night.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great gig. I can't remember who supported them, but there was a lot of beer drunk that night. I don't remember much of it, to be honest. Oh my goodness, we could be reading bands out all night, which is fine by me.
I know. Yeah, well, definitely Wham for me, and the Jacksons. They're probably all time, and ABBA.
Oh my word, it just jumped. I've got to go back. Right, let me quickly whiz through a few. Stephen The Who, amazing. Yeah, another The Who from Luke.
Oh, Julie, I think Julie said, commented on my thread when I said I was going to see Years and Years, that she's got tickets for Years and Years. Yeah.
Karen's change every couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many. I just too many to name. I mean, I'm obsessed with Hailstorm right now. I just love Hailstorm.
Yeah, for a while I didn't find any new music that I absolutely fell in love with, but in recent years, Lana Del Rey, I think, is an absolute genius.
Yeah.
There's not many people I know that are big fans of Lana Del Rey, but I think she's brilliant.
She's not a band. We're talking bands.
Bands or artists, you know, we've got George Michael in there.
Well, that's true.
Anyway, Thompson Twins, yeah. Isn't what's his name from Thompson Twins playing at Rewind?
Yes. Can't remember.
Tom Bailey?
Yeah, Tom Bailey.
Dire Straits from Tom.
I finally get my teenage wish, and I'm going to see Jason Donovan live.
Jason!
I know. Last year it was Belinda Carlisle. This year is Jason.
Yeah. Oh, the Beatles have finally got a mention. Fantastic. Green Day. Yeah. Oh, wow. Clash, Pretenders, Specials. Oh, our chat has so much taste.
I know.
Such wonderful taste in here. Pink Floyd, Foreigner, Muse.
If Ellen was here, it would be 21 Pilots. And
21
I have
Pilots.
to say, I love 21
They are
Pilots.
very good.
They are a really good band.
I was listening to a lot of Muse the other day, catching up. I was really into them when I was away at Police Training College. Their second album, Origin of Symmetry, just takes me back to that time. And that's when I got into Elbow as well. The song Powder Blue, I bought on single, I think the day before I left to go away to Police Training College.
Yeah, it reminds me of that. It reminds me of being pregnant with Ellen. And yeah, because you listen to it loads.
What, the Muse album?
No, elbow.
Elbow, yeah. Elbow are fantastic, by the way. Steps.
That's brilliant. Yeah.
For cheesy pop, you can't go far wrong. Red Hot Chili Peppers, yeah.
Yeah.
They were disappointing
Love a bit of the
live, though,
Chili's.
weren't they? We saw them live, and they wasn't good.
That was a shame. Do love Guns N' Roses, but I don't think I'd want to see them live now. I'm not sure that Axel's really up to it as much as he used to be.
No, not at all. Right, where were we? It just jumped.
But,
the
yeah.
Elastic Pancakes.
Wow.
Is that a band? I'm sorry, I've not heard of them.
Yeah, I did see Ugly Kid Joe live actually, when they supported Bon Jovi.
I bought their single, Everything About You. Not really my thing, but I bought that single. Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
Human League. Charlatans. Oh, wow, yeah.
And George says, how heavy does your music taste go? Does Slayer, Slipknot, Metallica, Float Your Boats? Not so much. I mean, Hailstorm were really heavy. Well, you think so, but they're tuneful.
I'm not into the heavier side of things generally.
No.
Doesn't tend to appeal. Liverpool Delta, I know it doesn't count as a band, but I'm a massive Phil Kelsall fan.
Yeah,
I'm assuming that's a running joke to do with these CDs.
He might have a buy for your
If it's not a joke, hit me up on Messenger, okay? Right, let's read out a few more, and then we're...
scare me, although I do... I like Corey Taylor, and I do like Stone Sour, but Slipknot with the whole mask thing just is too much for me.
Oh, and the band that freaks Andrea out the most in the world is German.
Yeah, what are they called?
Rammstein.
Oh my god! Yeah.
If Rammstein comes on, Andrew's like, turn it off, turn it off now.
It's like devil music.
Yeah, and my cousin's really into them, isn't he?
I can't listen to them. They absolutely freak me out.
Yeah.
Stephen Steph said anything. Chris Cornell. Yeah. Audio Slave.
Oh,
Amazing
Audio Slave.
band.
Yes.
Yeah.
You may have seen it if you are in the chat chat. I share once a week, if I remember. I share a track that I've been listening to that week, or something that I've heard on the radio and it's taken me back. And I shared an Audio Slave a while back, some Prodigy, I think last week. This week it was Brown Van 3000 with Drinking in LA, which is such a summer tune for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this has been really good. I could literally talk about music for hours.
Oh, U2 as well. I mean, you were a massive U2 fan. They've gone off the boil a bit, but
U2 for me were at their peak with Achtung Baby. That is still for me one of the best albums of all time. And they went slowly downhill in my opinions. We saw them on the Vertigo tour.
Yeah, that was great.
At Twickenham, which was an epic gig.
Yeah, if they did, because what tour did they just do? They did
Joshua Tree. They toured. If they toured Achtung Baby, I think I would shell out the extortionate ticket price.
It is extortionate, really extortionate.
But
yeah,
I wouldn't see them touring their new stuff.
No.
Only my opinion. Enter Shikari there, Peter's saying. They were local to us.
Yeah,
they're from like St Albans, wasn't it?
I thought they were Welling.
That sort of area, yeah.
Somewhere there. Yeah, they used to play in a local club.
Yeah. Well, if you're here for reselling chat, I'm sorry, we've turned into a music chat.
From Aaron.
There you go. Do you want to read that one out?
Serial Lurker here. Thank you, Aaron, for the super chat. Just a small token to say that I appreciate and enjoy all the videos you put out. You're good people. Oh, thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. That's incredibly generous.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I really appreciate that comment. There's lots of lurkers popping up in the chat, which is great.
Yeah, well, we did that last week, didn't we? We were asking people to...
We called out the lurkers, said, come and say hello.
Yeah.
I might just go and get a bottle opener and open
David
my beer.
Hi, David. He says...
I'm going to get a bottle opener, I'll be back.
Oh. David says, my favourite bands I really like are AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Madness, Deep Purple. Thanks for sharing another great video, Nick and Andrea. Cool.
Who was that, David?
That's David, yeah.
Hey, David, mate. How you doing?
I'm discovering Led Zeppelin now because I think they were before my time, really. But every time I hear a Led Zeppelin song, I really like it. So...
Talking of 80s.
I keep going straight to Spotify and adding it to my playlist because I'm really liking a lot of Led Zeppelin stuff.
Led Zepp are epic.
Yeah, and Jimi Hendrix as well.
Retro Little Gamer. It used to have, on this side, it had a flathead screwdriver, which would bend out. and this side becomes Phillips crosshead, and then this bit opens bottles. I don't know if Phil and Caroline are still in, but cheers, guys. I'm going to try your Welsh Dragon beer.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying Guns N' Roses. Yeah, and I do. I love Guns N' Roses, and I have been sort of following them on Instagram with their tour and stuff.
Appetite
I
for
just think
Destruction.
that I might be really disappointed if I went to see them live. So
I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't go.
yeah. But we saw Velvet Revolver.
I was going to say
most of Guns N' Roses anyway, the classic lineup. So that did it for me.
Ooh, that's got a lot of flavour. Yeah, we saw Velvet twice, didn't we?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, they were a brilliant band.
What's going on in the chat?
Still lots of music chat. Yeah. Someone says Shirley Bassey. Reseller Robert.
Oh, yeah, we can't do Steve and Steph are still in.
Caroline says she's still there. So cheers, Caroline.
Cheers, Caroline and Phil, if you're there. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, I shared my playlist the other day on Instagram.
Oh, right.
Things that I'm listening to at the moment.
Is it hot in that garage? I'm roasting.
We've got a fan and the window open.
The window's open with a fan on.
At the moment, it's not too bad. Oasis, yeah.
Oasis.
Yeah.
Oasis certainly takes me back to the period when we got together, because we were working in Virgin when Be Here Now came out. That was their third album, and the hype of that album, and we sold just piles of it in that first weekend or whatever. I just remember the singles were all like,
we were just listening to it over
huge.
and over, weren't we, while we were getting ready to open the shop.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Oasis is
Lex
great.
says no, Oasis suck.
That's fine. We all have opinions.
The Smiths, yes.
Smiths, yeah, amazing.
But I really like Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds.
Yeah, I've got Noel's solo albums.
Yeah. It's
good. If you like Oasis, you'd like it. So Lex, don't bother with Noel's solo stuff.
Yeah.
I was going to say before, mentioning Steve and Steph who are in, if you missed us last week, you may not know, and if you don't follow Steve and Steph, that they've had this really annoying thing from YouTube where they can't go live, which means we can't carry on our little game thing that we're switching between this channel and their channel. And yeah, the next game I had planned was all to do with music and stuff, so I might try and do something with that in between, because we've got to wait 3 months now for Steve and Steph to be able to go live again. So
there was it. Stuart says Will Smith Fresh Prince theme tune, and they played that at Ellen's prom.
Did they?
They did.
Lex says, I used to go for fag breaks with the other Gallagher brother in it. He was a twat too. Well, Liam is an absolute TWAT. There's no denying it.
Yeah.
Got no argument there.
And I think, I'm not sure who it was. I think it was, might have been Peter that said Rage Against the Machine, who are now kind of prophets of rage. They've kind of evolved.
Well, they kind of evolved into Audio Slave for a long
and now
time.
they're prophets of rage.
Have you listened to that?
What, Prophets of Rage? No.
No, me either. Someone was asking, is that Lego? I don't think we've got any Lego.
The only reason I know that is because I follow Juliette Lewis on Instagram, because she does a lot of her own music, and she is with the guy, the drummer. They're together, they live together.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the only reason I know about Prophets of Rage, because she talks about their industry.
Oh, there's an update from Steve and Steph. Hold on.
Oh.
Update. Pending approval. Still, we think we can start a new channel in the interim.
Oh.
Waiting to hear back from YouTube, but it looks like we can.
Okay.
So they're letting you start a new channel.
Bizarre though, because you're still the same people.
So they're not scared that you're going to be cyber bullies on the new channel. Then that's ridiculous.
I know, it's completely ridiculous.
But it's a positive.
It's a good thing, but they just don't know why they can't just let you use your own channel. I suppose it's because they know you won't have the subs, and you won't be able to monetize maybe initially. So it's still that sort
sorry, I kind of tuned you out, but yeah, I know what you're saying. I was just reading that people...
You know what I'm saying, but you had no idea what I was saying.
Half my brain was listening. The other half was thinking, people are right. We could potentially do a Skype call and screen share it.
Oh, maybe.
That sounds like a technical nightmare waiting to happen, but we could give it a go.
Possibly.
PJ Talks is Phil. And that's Phil. Says, cheers, Nick.
Okay.
It's been a long weekend. I bet it has. The amount of driving you guys have done. But it was great meeting you two. You're an incredible couple. So were you. It was fun. It was a really good time.
Definitely.
Like I said earlier, we could have talked all night. We really struggled for time, didn't we? So we will meet again and hopefully have more time to chat.
Well, we don't have OBS. We can't work it out because we're not very tech savvy.
No. Ray Cunningham says, Nick and Andrea, have a listen to the Virgin Marys. They are from Macclesfield, where I live, on Spotify, YouTube, etc. I will make a note and have a listen tomorrow.
Yeah. Also, it's nearly 9:10, so we probably ought to let people get on with their Sunday evening.
Okie dokie. Who was it again?
The Virgin Marys. Yeah, and someone said, South London's reseller says, Patti Smith. I've just bought her autobiography, actually. I bought it at the Jumble Trail, so I thought it would be an interesting read. Yeah. Michael Stipe. Caroline's singing We'll Meet Again.
REM is one of my all-time favourite bands. I have pretty much everything they've ever done. I've been into them since God knows when. And Michael Stipe basically puts his involvement in the music industry down to Patti Smith. He was an absolute fan, still is. And they worked together a couple of times. Once on one of my favourite tracks, which is eBay the Letter. But I don't really know much of Patti Smith's solo stuff. I really need to spend the time looking into that.
Yes, go away. I have to finish my script.
Have you still not finished that script, Lex? Good Lord. Okay. Well, we need to let Lex go.
What time's the touch out on Tuesday? I think if you move it, you'll put that on our Facebook and whatever.
I may move it forward. I need to speak to Zahir, see what's going on, just so it doesn't kind of clash with the start of the England game. But we'll see. Yeah.
Phil says, my crazy wife is planning a live haul now. I'm half asleep.
Oh, well, in that case...
We shall go now, so we'll let you get on with your live haul, and then you can go to bed.
Yeah, I will pop over and drop in Caroline and Phil, if Phil is still awake. So, yeah, everybody in the chat, over to Celtic Traders, and we'll carry on the conversation over there.
Indeed. Yeah, so have a lovely week, everyone. Anything you want to say to wrap up? Quickly
going to read Stephen's comment. I see that in one of your videos you were using a stamping machine to apply postage. Can you please give us some details on how that all works? They phased that out pretty much. We moved on to click and drop. There are a couple of videos about how I used to do things, but it's kind of obsolete now. So the best thing to do would be to call Royal Mail's customer service and ask them about click and drop. I've been meaning to do videos about click and drop for ages, but I haven't.
Yeah, you need to.
So anyway, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the chat, which turned into a reading out people's favourite bands, which I quite enjoyed.
Yeah, that was good.
We'll be back. Well, I'll be back with Zahir for the Tap Chat. Is it my channel? Are we back on here?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I'll see you then.
Right. Bye. Take care, everyone.
Take care.
Have a good week.
See you soon. See you over on Celtic Traders.